Real estate farming does not have to break the bank. Believe it or not, you can start geographic farming, meaning focusing in on a neighborhood as a real estate agent without having a major budget. Now, in this episode, I'm also going to cover what you want to do if a 6+ figure farm is on the agenda. My name is Janine Sasso. I'm the owner and founder of the Hyperlocal Agent, and I have these small little episodes for you so you can get some nuggets, some tidbits out of it, and really start implementing them fast while in between showings or just simply putting away the dishes. And when it comes to geographic farming, one of the things I always encounter is agents wanting the easy button, right? And there's nothing wrong with the easy button with farming, because when you are sending postcards, which I wrote an entire book about, by the way, when you are sending postcards, it's super easy to do this from behind the TV, right? It doesn't matter what the weather is. You can do it in your pajamas. You can just push the button and send out 100, 200, 2,000, 20,000 postcards. It feels so easy. However, it doesn't necessarily seem free because there's hard costs involved. So today, I want to go through what you can do to really make sure that you're not going broke, but maximum profit is coming from your farming efforts. So yes, we're going to talk about budgeting. My name again, Janine Sasso. I am the owner and founder of the Hyperlocal Agent. And when I started farming with $0 in marketing and having no clue what I was going to do. So let's start by really analyzing your annual budget if a 6+ figure farm is on the agenda. So a good rule of thumb, again, rule of thumb, okay, is if you're looking for $100,000 in commission, you should budget in about 10 to 15% normally for your farming efforts. Make sense? Okay, 10 to 15%. This means $10 to $15,000 should be allocated to geographic farming. Now, some of you are already flinching. Again, 6 figures from only the farming pillar. Can you get 10% of that, right? It will take money to make money. I'm sure I'm not the first one to tell you that. I will tell you at the end of the episode, though, what you can do to get started if this is right now intimidating you. So stick with me. So the $10,000 to $15,000 in the budget, right, is there for you to get a 6-figure farm. Now, let's break it down. I want you to break this down. I have some numbers written down here for me to just not get lost. But I want you to break this down into quarterly or even monthly budgets. So, for example, if you are mailing about 1,000 homes, right? Your average postcard cost right now, for argument's sake, let's say 75 cents, easy numbers. And that would say your total budget there for those postcards is $750 a month. Okay, makes sense. $750 a month. Now, if we want to bring this up per quarter, right? 750. We got 3 months, right? We got 20. Oh, I didn't write that number down. 750. You see, it's already 1,500. 2,250, right? 2,250. Okay. 2,250 a quarter, and then that times 4, I got 8,000, got 800, 200, so that's 9K. Okay, for anybody out there that's really good at math and tell me later I'm wrong, okay, that's 22. Let's just say we're about that one. So if I look at this number, some of you are saying, oh my gosh, this is a lot of money. However, 1,000 houses is also a lot of houses. It's a lot of opportunities, right? So let's go and break this one down a little bit again. 1,000 homes, assuming 75 cents for out the door postage, 750 that we have to cover. Then we're gonna do that, well, times 12 really is what you would want to do, I guess. I did it by the quarter just because I like 90-day increments for goals. And for the quarter, it came out to 2,250. Some of you guys are spending more on putting together these cutesy little Popeyes, driving all over the place, It's all a matter of where is your money actually going. Because a trip to the dollar store to pick up, I don't know, any sort of little things you want to hand out and do 20 of them versus actually having a business strategy at scale makes a difference. You need to know where your money is going. So when you have that set up so far, now you know, and you have to now factor in any additional cost. Are you paying somebody to print? Are you paying somebody to help? Do you have any other fees that you have to consider that, maybe design, maybe you have to pay a design center? Figure out what it is, okay, and see if this is still feasible. We want to make sure you have a decent budget. Now, over time, obviously, tracking budget is important. What makes sense? How much am I spending here? What am I spending there? And if this is, again, sounding to you like, oh my God, $10,000 or $9,000 that we just walked through sounds astronomical, it's okay. I started in real estate having a full-time job, and slowly I started investing $150 a month into my real estate business. And it did take me a while, and I think partially it's because, I'll be flat out honest, it's mom guilt that how dare I spend money on myself and my business. This took me a long time to get over. I wasn't spending money on me and my business. I was spending money on my business to grow for a better life with my family. So again, if you are seeing like you're having guilt spending money on your business, evaluate the reason. I found mine was 100% mom guilt, but things really turned out for the better when I started investing, even if it was just small in the beginning, right? Going to get 200 flyers printed a week, and then just getting the door hanger bags ordered, because that's what I started at. And then just making sure I went to all these houses. I took a walk with my kids, and we just did the door hangers together. We still were spending time. I didn't have to hire a babysitter, and they actually saw me working, okay? So if that is you, I want you to really consider, can you do something manually before you can do the easy button? Because if you were to do 200 flyers a week, that is 800 to 1,000 people a month. That is not only 800 to 1,000 people a month, that is 800 to 1,000 people in the area you actually want to be in. And that makes a big, big, big difference. So we do want to jumpstart you after this episode, because I think sometimes coming up with the design is half the struggle. We do have a completely free challenge. You can just text the word challenge to 844-950-3580, and we're gonna give you one of our 2 challenges. And you get to pick which one you want to do. We got a 10-letter a day challenge, which we would encourage you to drop up to 50. We call it Supercharge. And then if you want to do a CMA a day, we're also going to test you there and push it up to 10 CMAs a day. Remember, you can do that inside your Geographic farm, okay? Pick one of these challenges. You can do it manually, and yes, you can do it automatically. But get into action, and regardless if you have a small budget or already a large budget, budgeting is half the battle. So hopefully this episode was helpful today, all about the budgeting when it comes to your farming strategy. I'll see you in the next episode.